Who are my top 10 Eagles, important wise, for the Eagles to have success in 2022? Yo, we're going to go live for a little fun here on a Sunday afternoon. Don't go anywhere. We'll start this top 10 list in 30 seconds.
Holding gets around in front.
And Philadelphia has it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Sunday afternoon edition of Trending in the AM. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel here. Always coming to you Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. But I'm here for a little bit here on a Sunday afternoon. Don't got much going on today. So I was supposed to pre-record this top 10 list, and our man KC at Flex Snapbacks, who does all the great graphic and video work for DSM, was going to edit it down. I did pre-record it, but y'all know I don't like to talk in get a whole entire speech out in 5 minutes. So it was too much to pre-record. So I just figured I'd just go live, and if anybody watches this on replay, they'll get the gist of it. It's only going to be about a 15-minute video or so, 20 minutes here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate that. Put your comments in the comment section, whether you're watching live or on replay. Help us build the algorithm. Help us build us up the charts. So what I wanted to do with this list is what 10 Eagles players are most important for us to have success. Yes, everybody hated my list where I put the Eagles in the Super Bowl that I put out there last night on Twitter. Eagles versus Raiders, that's my Super Bowl prediction. Everybody hated that list. Well, for that to come true, what has to happen? Which Eagles players have to step up and have the most success and live up to their expectations, exceed expectations for that to happen? That's what this list is. All right, so let me put this list up on the screen here, and let's get started here. Actually, let's go that way. Obviously, spoiler alert, Jalen Hurts is number one on the list. Obviously, no one doubts that. No one did not expect to see that. But let's start at the bottom. Number 10, Lane Johnson. And why do I have Lane Johnson on this list and not Jordan Mailata? Everyone says a left tackle is the most important part of that offensive line. Protect the quarterback's blind side. Well, we know Jalen Hurts likes to roll out to the right side. That's his go-to thing. When the pocket collapses, he rolls to the right. You need a great right tackle. Lane Johnson is the best right tackle in football. Should be on that top 100 list. Side note, he was not, and we need him to be out there. Availability is everything. I said he's missed like 17 games in the last 3 years. Him being out there and being the best right tackle in football like he is, super important to this team. Number 9 on my list, Miles Sanders. Yes, I know we brought in Trey Sermon. Woo, yay, whatever. I don't really care. Miles Sanders is our best running back on this team. Again, availability, catching the ball, not fumbling the ball, keeping his head on right. There's no doubt Miles Sanders is a talented, athletic running back in the NFL, and he's about to need to get a big payday. But he needs to put it all together this year. If Miles Sanders could be the elite running back that we think he can be, that helps massively. If not, then we're stuck with Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, Trey Sermon, as our other 3 running backs. That's a problem for me. So Miles Sanders needs to be the elite lead back that he is and can be for the success to happen this year. Number 8 wasn't Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, CGJ. CD Deuce, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to just call him C. That's easier to say than his actual name. He wasn't on this list when I originally put it together. Actually, Devontae Smith was 10, Lane Johnson was 9, Miles Sanders was 8. But getting CGJ, CD Deuce, I love it. CD Deuce. Getting CD Deuce on here bumps him up in importance to number 8. No longer do we have Anthony Harris back there. We got CD Deuce. I don't even know if that rolls off well enough for me. Sorry. It's CGJ. Major upgrade potentially, but he's only played minimal snaps at safety. We are relying heavily on the thought and the hope that Jonathan Gannon's system, it's kind of interchangeable, slot, safety, corner, they all kind of play hybrid. We're hoping for that. I think it's possible. We'll see. If it is possible and he does play elite like some people think he can, that is a huge boost to our secondary and our defense. Number 7 on the list, Hassan Reddick. I was on the Painted Lines a few weeks ago. I predicted out of randomness, but now I'm sticking to it. 18 and a half sacks. 18 and a half sacks for Hassan Reddick. If that happens, holy crap, will this defense be great and elite. Hassan Reddick, we had one of the worst pass rushes in football. I think we were last in the league in sacks last year. Hassan Reddick, number 7 on the list. Number 6, Jason Kelce. We will get up to number 3 at Davis. And Scotty, you're going to love why. Number 6, Jason Kelce, the leader of this team, the number 1 leader on this team. Everybody will run through a brick wall for Jason Kelce. Look, Cam Jurgens, I know everybody is hyped for Cam Jurgens replacing Jason Kelce at some point. But we are playoff contenders, division contenders, a team that could make a run maybe hypothetically to the Super Bowl. Do you really want your center position being run by a rookie? Look, I'm hyped for Cam Jurgens like everybody else. But I'm not ready to anoint a rookie center as the leader of that offensive line and that offense. That's why Jason Kelce being healthy, he is practicing again. That's why Jason Kelce, it's very important that he is elite and healthy and plays great. His importance is great. Number 5, Dallas Goedert, possibly the guy that benefits the most from the A.J. Brown signing. Possibly, I think, bold prediction, he leads this team in receiving yards this year. If he does, man, can you imagine how this offense? If you've got 2 wide receivers and a tight end all pushing 1,000 yards receiving, man, it's going to be elite. Yes, Reddick needs to have a Micah-type influence on this team. Absolutely agree with that. We missed out on Micah Parsons, the guy that I wanted in Midnight Green. Well, now we might have his replacement, Hassan Reddick. All right, Dallas Goedert, number 5. Number 4, yes, I'm finally on the Marcus Epps hype train. Now that Good Morning America or whatever the hell that football show is on NFL Network was doing a segment on him. It's time. It's time to get on the Marcus Epps hype train. Look, young, we've developed him. Hopefully he steps up. Look, our secondary was really bad last year, or the back end of our secondary last year was really bad. Steven Nelson, Anthony Harris, all those guys out there. Epps and CGJ. That is the new secondary of this team. Yes, elite. Epps is elite. I'm trying to buy into it. Look, we have 2 big question marks at safety now. Marcus Epps and CGJ. If they both perform even close to that elite level that people say, damn, this secondary is going to be great. This defense is going to be great. All right, to answer, Scotty, we're at number 3. I want to get to number 3 here. Jordan Davis. First, let me say that if mark my words, I've already made the bet. I think it was like 15-1 that I made the bet at. If Jordan Davis plays 55% or more of snaps this season, you are looking at your defensive rookie of the year in the NFL. No doubt about it. Think of this. Think of this setup here. There is going to come a time at some point this year where Jonathan Gannon realizes that he can run out a front 5 of Brandon Graham on one side, Hassan Reddick on the other side, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, and Jordan Davis in the middle. Get that. Again, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Javon Hargrave, Hassan Reddick on the front 5. And then you got TJ Edwards and Kazir White, and then your four cornerbacks and safeties there. Just imagine that if you're an offensive line and you look across the line and you've got those 5 guys all lining up in the 1 technique, the 2 technique, whatever. Could you imagine the fear that he's been getting double and triple teamed against 1s in preseason, not just 2s and 3s. If he gets double teamed, you got 4 other guys going up against 3. You're going to get immense pressure on every single quarterback. Plus the fact that he pushes that pile back on the run defense. Jordan Davis is probably going to be one of the best draft picks the Eagles have made in the last 3 to 5 years when it's all said and done. Jordan Davis, man, he is the real deal. No doubt about it in my mind. Number 2, A.J. Brown. Obviously, the biggest offseason signing that we made, getting that elite. Just think about it. Last year, Jalen Reagor was a starting outside wide receiver week 1. Now he is in Minnesota. You've replaced Jalen Reagor with A.J. Brown. Just think of what he does to the rest of the offense. Gives Jalen Hurts a security blanket, a guy that's going to get the catches, get open, be in the right spot all the time. He's not going to drop passes like Jalen Reagor and Jonathan Hightower and those guys did. It's going to free up Devontae Smith. It's going to free up Dallas Goedert. It's going to make running the ball, the thing we do best, even easier. A.J. Brown will make every other aspect of this team better. Just him being on the press. We just go back to the first preseason game, that first drive. We marched right down the field. Dallas Goedert, touchdown catch from Jalen Hurts. A.J. Brown didn't even see a target. But if you watch that play back, you see A.J. Brown getting double-teamed in the end zone, leaving Dallas Goedert one-on-one. I don't know if it was a safety or cornerback, but a small dude. He was able to go up, make the catch, and no one was going to be able to stop him for that touchdown. That was the A.J. Brown effect. A.J. Brown, number 2 on my list. And, of course, no surprise, Jalen Hurts is the most important player for the Eagles to have success. If the Eagles are going to make a run towards the Super Bowl, yes, I'm predicting. Homer me is predicting Eagles, Raiders Super Bowl rematch. Yes, yes, yes. But it only happens if Jalen Hurts performs at an MVP level. If Jalen Hurts is one of the top 5 guys, statistically speaking, this year. He's got to improve and show that he's improved in every asset of his game. Staying in the pocket, going to his second and third, targets, dump off, check offs, not and protecting himself so that he's not hurt with a bad ankle or something like that. Very, very important that Jalen Hurts takes those steps, shows that he's taking. Dude, I can't imagine if he even takes some of those steps. The money after you see what Russell Wilson and all these quarterbacks are getting, Russell Wilson or Jalen Hurts is going to get huge, huge money if he even shows some progress. But if the Eagles are going to make that Super Bowl, it's all on Jalen Hurts. Everybody else is important. Everybody else here on this list plays a role. But it all comes down to that number 1 spot, Jalen Hurts, guys. That is where it comes. Look, I appreciate everybody tuning in, checking this video out. Make sure you share it, hit like, hit subscribe. Don't miss Trending in the AM, Monday through Friday, right here on DSM Media, 8:30 a.m. I'll be back tomorrow. The whole crew, Jason and Mark, it's Labor Day, so they're all going to be there with me tomorrow, getting set, starting our first week of Eagles, Lions coverage as we lead up to the opening kickoff. But guys, I appreciate you tuning into this video. I appreciate if you hit the like button. Appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. I'm actually, really glad that I did this live this way instead of anything else. This is just what I do. Hey, everybody have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday or whatever day it is when you're watching. And go Birds, baby.
And Philadelphia has it.